Hello. Hello, everyone. I am Dr. ZEHRA. I am working in Jamia Hamdard's School of Unani Medical Education as an associate professor and head of the Department of ENT and Ophthalmology. Today, I am going to present the UN's Sustainable Development Agenda 2030, which has 17 goals, in which I am going to present goal number 4, which is quality education. According to this goal, we have some targets, and this target is the subtitles, which is by 2030, ensure that all girls and boys complete free, equitable and quality primary and secondary education, leading to relevant and goal for effective learning outcomes. By 2030, ensure that all the girls and boys have access to quality early childhood development care and pre-primary education so that they are ready for primary education. Ensure equal access for all women and men to affordable and quality technical, vocational, and tertiary education, including university teaching. Sustainability increase the number of youth and adults who have relevant skills, including technical and vocational skills for employment, decent jobs, and entrepreneurship. By 2030, eliminate gender disparities in education and ensure equal access to all levels of education and vocational training. Ensure all that youth and sustainable proportion of adults, both men and women, achieved literally and numeracy. By 2030, ensure all the learners equal knowledge and skills needed to promote sustainable development, including, among others, through education for sustainable development and sustainable lifestyle. Build and upgrade education facilities that are child disability and gender sensitization and provide safe, non-violent, inclusive, and effective learning environment for all. By 2030, sustainability expand globally the number of scholarships available to development countries, in particular least development countries, small island developing states, and African countries for enrollment in higher education, including vocational training and information and communication technology. By 2030, sustainably increase the supply of qualified teachers, including through international cooperation for teachers training and development countries, especially least development countries and small island developing states. Now I am coming to the present scenario. About 91% enrollment in primary education in developing countries has reached to 91% at present. Still 57 million primary aged children remain out of schools, more than half of them in sub-Saharan Africa. In developing countries, 1 in 4 girls is not going to school, and about half of all of the school children of primary school age lives in conflicted areas. 103 million youth worldwide lack basic literary skills, and more than 60% of them are women, and 6 out of 10 children and adolescents are not achieving a minimum level of proficiency in reading and maths. This is the present scenario. Education for all has always been an integral part of the Sustainable Development Agenda. Since 2000, there has been enormous progress in achieving the target of universal primary education. The total enrollment rate in developing regions reached 91% in 2015. And the worldwide number of children out of schools has dropped by almost half. There has also been a dramatic increase in literacy rate, and many more girls are in school than ever before. These all are remarkable success. Progress has also been tough in some developing regions due to high level of poverty, armed conflicts, and other emergencies. In Western Asia and North Africa, ongoing armed conflict has been an increase in the number of children out of school. This is a worrying trend, while sub-Saharan Africa made the greatest progress in primary school enrollment among all developing regions. From 52% in 1990 up to 78% in 2012. Large disparities still remain. Children from the poorest households are up to 4 times more likely to be out of school than those of the richest household. Disparities between the rural and urban areas also remain high. Achieving inclusive the quality education for all reaffirms and the belief that education is one of the most powerful and proven vehicle for sustainable development. This goal ensures that all girls and boys complete free primary and secondary school by 2030. It also aims to provide equal access to affordable vocational training to eliminate gender and wealth disparities and achieve universal access to a quality higher education. Now I am coming to the indicators which are child-related sustainable development. According to the target 4.1, by 2030, ensure that all the girls and boys complete free, equitable, and quality primary and secondary education, leading to relevant and effective learning outcomes. The sub-target of this agenda is proportion of children and young people grades 2 by 3 by the end of primary and at the end of lowest secondary, achieving at least a minimum proficiency level in reading and mathematical skills. And the completion rates: primary education, lower secondary education, and upper secondary education. By 2030, proportions of the children aged 24 to 59 months of age who are developmentally on track in health, learning, and psychological well-being by sex. Adjusted net attendance rate 1 year before and official primary entry age. Further in this agenda, proportion of school offering basic services by type of services. So these are some indicators which are related to child-related figures. Now I am coming to the key ask or conclusion mass to achieving this goal. For every child to learn, UNICEF has 8 key asks for governments. Number 1, a demonstration of how the sustainable development globally, agenda 4, global ambitions are being nationalized into plans, policies, budget, data collection efforts, and reports. Number 2, a renewed commitment to education to recover learning losses and manage impact of COVID-19. And the other one is the implementation and scaling of digital learning solutions and innovation to remaining education. Attention to skill development should be a core component to education, focused to provide quality education to the most vulnerable, including girls, children, and the area which is the conflict by especially for children and with disabilities, refugees, and displaced children. A continued commitment to improving access to pre-primary, primary, and secondary education for all, including for children from minority groups and those with disabilities. And in last, a renewed focus on learning outcomes and their enablers, including learning in safe and adequate environment, support by well-trained teachers, and structured content. The implementation of sustainable development focuses learning throughout schools to raise awareness and inspire positive action. So, if we are working on this, we can achieve our goal, and the quality high education we can achieve. Thank you very much.